What's up, guys? Welcome back to the ScaRy Podcast Season 1, Episode 3. We have today a three-man lineup once again, except two entirely new people. So, my name is Jake. You can find me at Zupple with two E's on social media for Twitter. On YouTube, you can find me at Zupple. Just type that bad boy in. And, of course, ScaRy Sniping.
Yo, y'all know me. I said my intro 2 videos ago. I ain't doing it again.
You guys may know me. My name's Gareth. FT Gareth is where you can find me at Twitch, Twitter, that kind of thing. I used to be in ScaRy back in 2014. I want to say 2013, 2014. Combined was my kind of alias name. But yeah, that's kind of me. I do FIFA now, so not really a part of that COD trend anymore. But still finding my ways into the community kind of thing. That's I think that's a kind of a fair kind of idea of it.
My man Mike.
Sorry, finally, I mean, what a perfect opportunity to tell this guy you were just a pile of shit, dude. I love
I'm
you.
the absolute worst, I know.
I fucking he ain't answering, he ain't answering. I'm on Facebook. I'm like, motherfucker, get in this goddamn Discord.
Gareth.
I didn't even have my computer turned on, dude. As soon as I saw your Facebook, though, I was like, fuck, today's Sunday. I have to go downstairs.
Gareth, really quick, can you turn yourself down?
Oh, yeah, is my shit fucked?
No, Gareth, could you turn yourself down a little bit?
How do I turn myself down? How do I do that?
Tell you what, we're gonna be cutting a lot of this out. I can just do that myself. Hang on a second.
Boy, you don't cut anything out.
Yeah,
That's
just
the
keep
point
it
of
in.
a
Keep it in.
compact or podcast.
Yeah,
I was
Is
gonna say,
that
just
better?
turn them down in Discord.
Is that better? Hopefully that's a bit better.
Yeah, that's better.
Cool.
Guys, this is like the early years of us. Don't worry, we have a lot of technical fucking problems.
Yeah.
Studio mics and all, everything's very Sennheiser-esque, but
Yes. Very Sennheiser.
pretty much the equipment is working with a bunch of idiots, and we're still figuring that out. So we don't want any of this cut out. We want it all in because
Can you tell how burnt I am? I don't think you can. You can kind of see the redness right there.
you look pasty as a motherfucker.
Now,
dude.
look at my underside arm. Look how white that is. And if I flip it over, you can kind of see, like,
Nope.
the
Look at
red.
that
I am so
underboob.
fucking burnt, dude. I was just out with my cousins. They were racing. They do motocross and shit.
Damn nice.
And I'm about to cop myself a KTM 450.
I'm gonna pretend like I know what that is.
Yeah,
That's-
that just went straight.
Yeah,
You know the CC, what a
um,
CC is? Like the size of an engine?
Yeah.
yeah,
It has like a 125 cc and all that, 350, 250. I'm getting a 450. It's like the
Okay.
biggest you can get. And
Nice.
I'm getting that Wednesday. And I'm going to start racing next year.
You're talking a dirt bike, 4-wheeler.
Yeah, dirt bike.
Those things can get pretty fucking heavy, man. and
They're
I-
fucking, the one I'm getting is insane, dude. It's so
Yeah, like-
much power between them legs, dude. Like,
This is
Oh,
coming
man.
from a guy that's like my size that has no problems like picking up stuff, and a 450's fucking heavy. Like if you fall,
oh yeah, I tipped my uncles last night trying it out for the first time because I stalled it while going up a ramp or going up
Yep.
a like hill, and because I was at like a 90-degree angle, I was trying to I didn't want to get like air. Obviously, this is my first time riding in 3 years since I sold my last dirt bike. So I went,
with a 450, you're always gonna land. Your
Yeah,
ass ain't
like-
heavier than a 450.
yeah, like as soon as I fucking went up it, I stalled it out because I didn't want to go fast enough to get air, so I stalled it and then instantly just lost my balance. Obviously, because I'm sitting there stalled and like I couldn't reach because I was on a fucking incline. That was like a slant from a jump. Instantly just fell over, and just from falling over and the weight of the thing just throwing me down, I fucked up my shoulder just from that, just from falling over flat. Like,
Damn.
Ooh,
but I
that
can't wait
happened
to
today.
get this new one. That's so insane, dude.
When did that happen?
Yesterday.
Huh.
Like, that's why I haven't even been around. Like, I've been doing everything I possibly can do
During my
outside of this
podcast.
room.
Everybody, that was my grandmother.
Hi, Grandma.
Hi, Grandma.
You know, everyone's gonna say hi. She's waving
She's
back.
waving hi.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's
Special guest.
fantastic.
Oh man,
Like the craziest part, want to hear this? I haven't smoked in 4 days, dude.
No, you're
Really?
lying.
Yeah, 4
What?
days. It's been the longest I've ever smoked, or haven't. Or it's been the longest I've gone without smoking in like 6 years.
You smoked on the podcast last time. Like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's fucking
full
weird, dude. I'm
webcam and
smoking.
everything. Just
This whole
token
being
it up.
single thing is like changing everything, dude. My whole mindset's different now.
There you go.
it's like it's not so cloudy anymore. It's like this
can-
fog has gone over my head, and I can.
Yeah. My mind actually works
think-
now. It actually,
Yeah.
I don't think straight.
Thinking straight's good.
It's
So
like there's cogs and they turn.
I saw a story that was absolutely hilarious, and I think you guys are gonna like it though. So this actually happened a couple days ago on August 19th. Man impersonating an officer pulls over a van full of cops.
Damn.
Oh, I saw
Motherfucker.
that.
Yeah, right?
That was
It was local
hilarious.
too. So
Yeah, that was
Really?
Yes.
this is what
How did I not hear about this?
it was in Hicksville.
Yes, that's what it was. It was
Yep.
I don't know how I
Hicksville.
didn't hear about that.
So police in the New York City suburbs say they've arrested a fake cop who tried to pull over real detectives.
My
They
grandmother gets very nosy, so she'll she'll do that.
Just get a fifth webcam. Just get a fifth webcam. She'll join in.
Grandma Cam.
Yeah, you know. She'll come in like I'll be doing something. She'll just
That's fantastic.
and I'm just like, you know, I'm doing such. Oh God, I didn't know. I'm like, yeah, there's a light. No, I heard about that in fucking Hicksville. That was insane.
Yeah, I was going through Facebook at work and I saw that and I showed everybody. It was hilarious. It was funny because as soon as he pulled them over, all like 5 detectives come out and they start flashing their badges saying, "Hey, don't worry, we're friendlies. We're just doing a stakeout." Motherfucker peels out and goes straight into oncoming traffic and peels away. And then they
Yep.
pulled him
I
over
forgot.
later.
I need to set a record straight. It's not that I haven't smoked weed in 4 days. I haven't rolled my own blunt and smoked the
Oh,
amount
okay.
that I usually smoke. But my friends have been rolling blunts in the house, and I have taken a hit here and there. 'Cause
That
just
makes
let
a
you know, I'm probably
difference.
gonna take a hit from my bong or twice, during
You're
the
starting to
podcast.
sound like Jake now, dude. I don't like.
I'm
that.
just saying, I'm probably gonna be smoking from my bong every now and then, just to let you know, so it makes sense on what I'm talking about.
That makes
I'm
a
not gonna be
difference. though.
rolling. Yeah, I'm not gonna be rolling no blunts though and shit. I'm not gonna be smoking a blunt to the face right now. I
See-
don't think my stomach and my anxiety can handle it right now.
See, if you didn't say anything, like we would have had just like a plethora of comments of like everybody that wants to be. Hey man, that guy said he didn't smoke weed. Now look at he fucking smoking a bong. Like I would have loved to have seen those comments because Mike, I know you so well. Like me, Jake, and probably Gareth there probably would have all gotten it, and I just wanted to laugh at all those comments. So
Yeah.
the next time that happened, like Jake, seriously, edit that part out.
Yeah.
That's it. Just that one part, and I want to see all those comments. Like, hey, I thought that guy wasn't smoking weed. Now he is. Be like,
What the
Yeah.
fuck, man?
I ain't smoking a normal amount
yeah,
that I usually do.
It makes a difference. All right, so I actually want to talk about this new stupid thing that everybody's in their grandma has been freaking out about. Snapchat's new logo, the little touched up logo. All they did was add a thicker line along the logo, and everyone's been like saying, "Fuck Snapchat. I don't want to deal with this shit anymore."
I'm
just
looking
like-
at it right
No,
now.
I'm looking at it like, what are you talking about?
They've gone from 0.25 PT of the line to like 0.6 or something, and the entire of the world's like boycotting Snapchat. And it's like,
It's-
what's
It's
Like,
not.
it looks too like damaging, or like it's like a threat. It looks threatening to people apparently. That's
Yeah,
what
what?
that's what I heard.
Kind
So
of-
what?
What kind
Like-
of bullshit?
What kind of this white ghost with a yellow background is suddenly going to threaten me? I'm going to delete the app over it. Like,
With a thicker line, right? Remember,
Yeah.
it's thick now. It's not just
Dude,
like,
since Snapchat has came out, I've had my mom blocked on it.
yeah,
oh no.
And then just because of the whole new mindset thing and everything else, just trying to be a better person, if I can finally add her because she was on my ass. Literally last night I added her back and I've had like 15 snaps from her today, just like drinking out on the boat and she's like, "This is why I didn't add you." Like,
Oh my god! No, I
Yeah.
have
oh
I
my god.
I have a thing. I'm gonna bring it up on my screen.
This is
So,
why I drink.
Yeah, you can have it. Where the fuck do I want this at? Oh, here. Okay, I'll bring it up. Where is it? Show me my shit, son. Open. I
Show
don't
my
give a
shit.
fuck. Open that shit up in Paint. There we go.
In paint.
I don't give a fuck what it is. All right, now let me just share my screen.
Oh, I got some juicy fruit this time too.
Oh god.
Oh,
it
there
literally
you go.
smells just like juicy fruit.
Huh.
Screen share.
So if you just like pop it in your mouth and you eat it, it
Sure.
tastes
Like
it, too.
honestly,
start chewing on it.
honestly, I'm thinking
right.
about keeping a nug, just like in a little
that-
dub bag.
right there on Riot's
Look at that
screen.
difference.
That looks
Wow.
so ugly though. That really
My-
does look ugly.
My god. How
why people
dare
are
they
bitching.
add a thicker paint line?
Like, I don't see
know-
what
you know
the
what-
issue is, but that
you know
is
what it
ugly.
reminds-
Like it's a brush mark, guys. It's
what it
a
reminds me of?
goddamn brush mark.
What does it remind you of, Gareth?
You know how on your phone, like old people that have like their text is like bigger, like old people have their text on their phone just like 3 times the size. That's literally what it reminds me of. It reminds me of someone's. It's like someone's gone in there and they're like, I can't see what this logo is. Just zoom in a
Right.
bit.
Making it thicker.
Just make it like 125%, and then just zoom in a bit. And that's that's literally what it looks like.
And
Like,
yeah. What are you doing?
okay, if people were bitching because it looked like this,
I can
I
see
could
it.
kind of understand. But I mean, and maybe they decided to, like do the whole fucking
Or put a face on it, put eyes on it or something.
yeah, you know what I
Yes,
mean?
if they put eyes on it, I can see where they're coming from, but
You know
that
what I mean?
just doesn't make a difference to me. It's the
I was
same
gonna
thing.
say, honestly, none of this makes sense. It's a fucking logo. Like,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, well, like if some dude was like, "Hey, I got the whole new Snapchat thing going on, boys," and people were like, "Yo, dude, I don't know about that," like, okay, like I guess I could see that, but I mean, and some dude was like, "Yo, man, like we're making this shit like dank. We're gonna add some fucking hair."
A flowing
And-
mane.
Mate,
You know what I
dungarees. Get in
mean?
dungarees. Get in dungarees.
Yeah,
Dungarees.
Full on.
and then they're like, "Oh, look, we added a butt chin."
Just braid its,
Like sure.
braid its ass hair too.
Yeah, give it
Yeah.
legs as well. Give it legs like, underneath.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like I could see that, but that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
That's just, it's so stupid.
Yeah, and the fact it's literally gone like over. Like I'm literally on Business Insider right now. Business Insider, of course, like a massive magazine, and it's one of their most recent like top articles is about how Snapchat logo has changed. It's like wow, like it's when you're like check like the news. It's like literally nothing has happened, and someone like the top news would be about a cat that's run away or something. And it's like that's what it feels like. This story's about.
Yep.
Like there literally is no news going on. They're like, what can we write about?
Or Kylie Jenner's
Write about
dog
this
getting
ghost.
somebody like, or Kylie Jenner getting a new dog and naming it. I literally saw that as a headline once on a major news outlet.
That's kind of mental.
It really is, man. That's where entertainment's going nowadays, dude. It's taking over everything.
Yeah.
And that people have been really interested in that. It's kind of like an island where all these girls are trying to win over this one guy's heart. Not Flava Flav's, whatever the hell he called it back in the day, but
Have
you talking like that true love shit? or
yes,
whatever?
that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
that shit's fucking
Dude,
dumb as fuck.
there's a market for it and people are loving it. Oh, and
There's always a market for it because those girls end up being single a week later.
yeah, that's
Because they're a bunch of whores. Like, they're just in it forever has the most money.
100%. Have you guys heard of Love Island? I don't know if you guys have Love
yes,
Island.
Love Island. People have been
That's
talking
something
about
that's blown
that.
up in England massively. Like it's like everyone watches it. Like
Yeah.
it's basically where you get all these like just attractive men and women go onto this show and they just have to start dating someone, and if they don't, they get kicked off the show. So it's like it's forcing relationship kind of thing, and it's just like I don't get it. I understand why people.
Let me know how that
understand
works.
They signed up for it, but I mean, like,
Yeah.
I guess, but you gotta give. I'm just gonna say this right now. Flava Flav did it first, right?
Yeah.
That's the OG right there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try to sound misogynistic or anything, but I mean, I have a penis. I really don't have a vagina. I like watching, Ash versus Evil Dead, Black Mirror,
Glamour is sick.
Farscape. I mean, I'm not even like a Star Trek guy, but I don't. I've seen like the ads of like we're like Flavor Flav, and then and then like that was it, and I just saw the ad, and I was like, okay, I'm never gonna fucking watch that. And then they had Tila Tequila's fucking shit that she did too, and I'm like, yep,
Yeah.
still don't have a vagina. I'm not even interested in that.
So MTV
Like if we
came
start
out.
talking about top model, like I'm out
Uh-huh.
of here. Like I'm fucking leaving.
Did you see that with Charlie?
I'm gonna fucking leave. We start talking about top model.
Top model.
I don't know what top model is, but you see like
I don't know
Charlie
what it is.
or Critical, whoever want to call him.
Uh huh.
America's Next Top Model.
He has had a podcast recently. They did like the top best looking male like actors and shit like that.
Chris Hemsworth has
It's
to
a
be
really
in it.
fucking funny like podcast. Like
Was Chris Hemsworth in it? Like, was he in the top 10 or top 5?
I believe so.
I could see that.
Which one is that? Like, what's he?
That's Thor. He's
Thor.
Yeah. He's there.
Yeah.
100%.
Is that Chris has what in the the most recent one when he's a bit bigger? That version.
Oh, in Endgame.
I love that version of him.
That's gotta be the one.
Yeah.
You can totally like you could totally tell it was a fat suit, and like
Yeah.
especially for Marvel standards, like I was like, you guys could have done a little bit better with that.
Yeah.
You can see like the lines on the shoulders, like actually see your actually to like
Yeah.
his actual.
Because
like,
I didn't pay enough attention to it.
Oh, dude, like watch it again, and then just like try not to look like right here because you can see the straps. Like he's got this huge bra on.
What? That's
For the audio listeners, he's pointing at his shoulders.
Hey, that's
Yeah.
fucked for like $1 billion movie. What the fuck? I think they would get that shit figured out.
It was probably just a little bit. Oh, MTV actually came out with is coming out with a new show called Ghosted, and it's getting a lot of flack. The premise of the show is to find people who have ghosted you in the past and track them down. It's like stalking people. And
That
they
doesn't sound healthy.
It is.
and they
whatsoever.
thought this was a good idea.
Yeah, it doesn't
Well-
sound healthy whatsoever.
I
Well,
know.
the only reason that they thought that it was a good idea was because of the Catfish TV show.
I love that film. Love that series.
Oh,
And-
yeah.
And so what they wanted to do was to be like, okay, so Catfish, people that have left, you know what I mean? And what people don't realize is that if you go behind the scenes and you look it up anywhere online, 85% of people that have contacted them are like, no, I've been catfished. The people that have contacted them were the actual catfishee.
Oh,
and
really?
they actually had to sort through thousands and thousands of people that weren't bullshitting or lying. So there was, and even the two hosts of the show in the beginning were saying that they never even met half the people that were there because there's a team that meets the catfish person who had called them, and they do this huge investigation. And if it seems to be true, then they'll film it. But from what the actual crew and cast were talking about, like 85% of people who called them were just the catfishies, and they just, they were blocked. You know what I mean? Some of them even had like restraining orders against them.
Oh my god.
And so, so like this whole crew was developed for that. So I could understand the flack, but I mean, you have to realize that in this day and age, like Catfish, the TV show, is a great series. It has a decent premise, but you don't see anything behind the scenes. You see these two guys show up, and we're like, yeah, I heard that, this one guy was, doing whatever, and that's all that you see. You don't see any of the technical aspects of it. So yes, this show Ghosted probably can be a good series. It's just
It's the way they go about it. If they go about it like the way that people are thinking, like people are just going to track people down, it's just going to promote really bad behavior, like stalking behavior. Oh my god, they're going to get so much flack, and they're probably going to get investigated.
That series on YouTube. I think it's on YouTube, but it's where that guy there's a couple, and so they get one of a couple, and one of the person's convinced the other person's cheating on them, and they try and set them up, and they record it. You've seen that? Where they're trying to find out if they're cheating on them or not.
I know what you're talking about. I've seen something
like they did like a 12-year-old girl or something, and then the guy was like, and they broke this 12-year-old girl's heart on the video, and they just uploaded it because it's like just ripping this person apart. Really, it's just it's like that kind of thing. But it's like people like to watch people suffer in that kind of way.
Yeah.
It's just like that point of abusing, doesn't it? So
yeah, I think I remember Ethan and Hilo were talking about that a while ago on their H3 thing. Are you crazy? You out of your mind? If anybody remembers that?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Oh my god,
it's absolutely hilarious. Have you seen the? I don't know if you. This is kind of taking a little bit off topic, but that thing about James Charles. He put a picture up. I don't know if you guys have seen this. And then H3 put a picture up.
Oh,
recently.
it was the Amazon thing, right?
No. It's about James Charles had a nude leaked, and or something, and he put a picture up saying, "This is the only nude I've ever taken," and it's a picture of him facing backwards towards it. And then
you're telling me you've only taken one nude and it's been leaked?
Yeah, it was like this is the only nude I've taken. I'm gonna post it so I can't get abused with it kind of thing. So I'm gonna leak it myself. And H3 put out the exact same tweet with him facing the camera.
I love that. Yes.
And it's like, if you just search RiotRey, James Charles on Twitter right now, I mean, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But it's kind of hilarious.
I loved the edit version that he did of himself when he put his own ass inside of a fucking ice cream cone.
Yeah.
It was so fucking hilarious, dude.
I just watched the video that they posted like yesterday of them with the Arby's shit. And they were just shitting on Arby's so bad. Every single thing that Ethan would say, this looks like jizz. Like everything looked like.
Oh my god, I'm seeing it right now.
Yeah, just saying it. Yeah, so James Charles.
Ethan, what are you doing?
You got to look at the picture behind it now. Go to the replies and look at the first reply.
Yeah, it's the fucking ice cream. That's disgusting, dude. His ass looks like cottage cheese. That's nasty.
I was dying. I was like, "Yep."
Yeah.
What the fuck? Can someone Photoshop James Charles with my ass, please? And that's that's what someone came up with.
You seen this one? I'll send one in the.
This guy says, "Just wait until your kid sees this." What the fuck?
I love it.
Yeah, guys, this is the content I bring to the podcast, by the way. Just so anyone new here, this is the kind of content I bring.
Yes.
Oh Jesus Christ!
So
Arby's Meat Mountain.
That's what I meant. Like, yeah, he was talking mad shit about Arby's. So James Charles has a nude that's just like that. You're saying it's just his ass or whatever?
Yeah.
That's what it is, and he just like did a parody of it.
Even did exactly the same tweet, but with that as the picture.
That's so funny, dude. Oh, okay. Yep. Never mind. I'm seeing it, but
yeah,
I'm seeing the one where they photoshopped his ass on.
Yes, yeah.
That is just so. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Dude, the fact that he actually looks like that, and he's just okay with just like, here's my lumpy ass. Like, I love this man, dude. He's so fucking funny.
That's what I love about Ethan is he does not give a fuck.
He really doesn't.
And you know, like we need somebody like that in this day and age because too many fucking people
care. Yeah, they care. Yeah, people care about and think.
I mean, again, like the first topic we talked about was the fucking Snapchat logo being too thick.
Yep.
This boy's ass is too fucking thick. Dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I love that about you.
Boy.
PHICC.
Yeah.
Dude, with like 7 C's. You kidding me? That thing's fucking huge.
Yeah. You know?
Fucking hell, dude.
Try not to look at it too much because you can actually see him trying to clinch.
Yeah.
You went in depth with it.
He did,
Analyzed
dude.
it.
He just went for it, man. Fucking
Yeah.
wild.
Like, I love it.
So has anybody seen the Spider-Man leaving the MCU thing? What are your takes on
I think
that?
all of us have.
And what are your takes on that?
I think everyone in the world has.
Yeah.
I think it's fucked.
I
don't know enough about the situation to give my opinion on it, really, but like I know it's fucked.
All I know is that they're in renegotiations right now.
That's good. I heard it wasn't.
It's not final. It's not final, no.
Yeah, like I heard that wasn't going to happen at all. So that's good that that's happening then, because I heard it wasn't good last that I knew.
Well, what happened was, first of all, you have to think of Sony. Yeah. Sony in their own movie franchise. I mean,
apparently Sony's the ones that were in the wrong.
You have to look at it because Sony made the first, Spider-Man with the Sam Raimi's.
Maguire.
Yeah, with Tobey Maguire, Sam Raimi being the director. Those were pretty much phenomenal hits. I
love those. Yes,
dude. Honestly, I don't know if it's just because we all grew up to it, but that's still literally my favorite Spider-Man.
Yeah, I can't
like Tom Holland's amazing, dude. I can't stress that enough. He is amazing Spider-Man for the MCU and the whole Marvels thing. But back then, that was just the most relatable person that you could be to like Tom Holland's too much of a good-looking guy, and like he's just too perfect in a way. There's nothing that's like. He's not your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, He's a fucking actress.
He's a Hollywood. He's a Hollywood.
Like Hollywood actor. Yeah, he's a big shot.
He's not Pizza Time. Is what.
Yeah, he's not Peter Parker delivering fucking pizza on a moped. Like
and that's just it. Is for one, Disney knew what to do with it. They took this character and they said, "How many times are we going to shoot Ben?
That poor fucking guy, dude.
How many fucking times is Ben gonna fucking die? So Disney said, you know what? We can't do the original. You know, we can't. Oh fuck! God damn it! Ben died again. God damn it!
He has so many
15 minutes
balls
of
in
him crying about it, and oh god, oh, I gotta go fight crime now because my uncle died. Oh, they shot my uncle again. You know, because everybody in the audience would be saying that. Good, it's the third time he's fucking died.
Let the man rest, dude.
You know what I mean? So Disney did a very ingenious idea, and they said, just move on from it.
Yeah.
Tony Stark meets Peter Parker later on in his life, living with his aunt. Everything's fine. Beautiful way to start it, because again, stop shooting Uncle Ben. The motherfucker's dead.
He's already dead.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to go through that again. We've already seen the crying scenes, and I'm sorry if you look back at when Tobey Maguire was crying,
it wasn't pretty.
That was some disgusting fake ass. Don't know if he's taking a shit or having an orgasm kind of a look.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Yeah. So Disney had this great idea, and so Sony was like, "Okay, we'll give you the rights to it." And and I forgot which one was which, but one of them was like, "We just want to make the money off of the toy deal." So you can have the movie rights, and I think Sony said this was Sony was like, you know what? We'll take the toy deal. We'll make all the money off of the toys and all this other stuff. And Disney, you can have all this. So Spider-Man Far From Home came out, right? First fucking Spider-Man movie.
I still haven't seen that yet.
To gross over like
$1 billion.
billion.
Yeah, that's right.
Sony was like, whoa, you made more money than the Sam Raimi first Spider-Man film. So Sony came by and was like, all right, Disney, you're making some fucking bank. How about we split this 50-50? Disney was like,
it's the other. Wait,
no.
It's
actually,
the other way around.
Opposite.
Yeah, it was the other way around.
It was the opposite.
No, Disney said, let's do that deal. And then the actual number was 30%. Disney only wanted 30%.
Yeah. So again,
Sony, this is why I said in the beginning. This is why, like, I don't know enough to put my 2 cents in, but all I do know is
30%
was 30%. It was offered by Disney, and why I think Sony's the reason why, like, Sony's in the fault here is because they denied that.
Right.
So
like, the original, how much that is, dude? $1 billion, and you're getting 60% cut or whatever.
And I think it was 10%
or 70% cut. Yeah, 30. So it's 70% cut.
The original offer from Disney was because Sony was making everything. Disney wasn't getting shit.
Really?
And since Sony made over $1.3 billion with that, with Far From Home, Disney's like, yo, let's go 50-50. And then,
are you sure that's how it went?
Disney said, let's go 50-50.
That doesn't make sense. Why is Sony making them? Because they sold all of their shit to Disney. Like, Disney should be making all.
Kevin Feige is the one that's directing it, and Kevin Feige is under Disney. So when Kevin Feige's directing it, everything goes over to Sony when it comes to the money, because that's how their deal works. They can't do TV's dealing.
Yeah, like
they can't do TV shows. Yeah, they can't do TV shows.
I don't know what the fucking deal is. All I know is they should have just made a deal.
Yeah.
They should have just been split 50-50. Like, who the fuck cares? You know how much money that is?
Yeah,
even 50-50?
Sony can't do TV shows because they want to do a TV spinoff too. But Sony can't do TV deals without Disney, because Disney owns the TV stuff. But Sony now owns the movie stuff. So the new proposed deal is going to be 30-70. Disney gets 30, Sony gets 70. And they're working towards
that. Makes sense, though, too, because that's another thing. Like, even though Disney was in the wrong for not accepting this, basically, and just making it this big of a deal,
Sony was the one that didn't accept it.
They do need that money, because Sony doesn't have anything anymore.
Sony was the one that rejected the 50-50, and then because Disney was the one that offered Sony the 50-50. And then once Sony rejected that, then Disney says, okay, I'll play ball. Let's go 30-70. So I think that's a new deal going forward. I hope it is, because I want to see Spider-Man in the MCU. I think all of us do.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want him leaving. That's the only thing that I'm pissed off
what they're going to do is they're going to have Venom come to the MCU too.
Yeah, that'd be sick. Venom in the MCU.
That'd be cool. I don't see that happening either, at least not anytime soon.
That's going to be part of the deal. I think that's going to be part of the deal.
I really don't care what happens. I just want, like,
Spider-Man just needs to be there. He needs to be in the Avengers, because they literally just replaced him with Tony.
Or what I want to happen is that they all have a falling out, right? Ryan Reynolds is like, psst, hey, I'm gonna be doing a Deadpool 3 pretty soon here. You want in on this?
Imagine.
I saw that when people commented about that.
I would be totally down for that because Ryan Reynolds is sitting there with Deadpool, and nobody wants to take his ass on because for one, Disney is like, ooh, R-rated stuff, and I mean,
they do some dark, but they don't do R. They don't
right.
Do
Yeah.
And the same thing with Sony was, ooh, we want to be, they don't know what the fuck they want to do, and then you have the fucking DC universe, which is just hot fucking garbage, sitting on a toilet, just like stanking up the fucking
only good thing about DC is their TV shows.
Right.
Only
what
good
I saw
thing.
about Sony now is like if this deal doesn't come, like the one good thing we can look at is a Sony or like a Sony movie that's Venom and Spider-Man mixed.
Yes, I want to see that shit.
Because that would be a good movie, Spider-Man and Venom. Because the original, like, let's be honest, Venom was shit. That was a shit movie.
It was okay. I mean, Tom
was
Hardy
fucking
played
garbage.
Tom
It was hot
Hardy
garbage.
was the best part about that film. Other than
Yeah.
It's
that,
just the fact that he was the actor that they chose.
he's a good
Right.
he's a good
That
Venom.
might have been the best part, but his actual, like, even his performance was fine and all that. It's just the actual movie itself, everything about it was just hot
The
garbage.
plot was pretty awful.
The plot,
Yeah,
it was
Yeah,
It was
like
kinda
that's
generic.
the only thing about Venom that was okay was the actor. Like again,
Yeah.
Disney knows where to put the writers. They must have this like around the clock team.
They didn't go dark enough for a Venom.
Right.
Yeah.
And again, like with Venom, you had those key points. Like for instance, when whatever the fuck his name was had Venom inside him and is like speaking to him, and he's all like freaking out.
yeah.
I
I liked
thought-
that. That was funny.
I thought that was pretty cool because he's like, there's fucking something
Yeah.
fucking going on, and I don't know what the fuck's happening. Like
Yeah.
that was cool. So again, you had your writers on a good day, and then you just like fucking kept fucking beating them into the fucking ground, and then
Yeah.
just keep writing,
Yeah.
keep writing, and you're like, wow, this movie fucking sucks ass, dude. Like you had like a couple good points there, but so
Yeah.
Disney has a good thing with its writers is they don't fucking kill them. Whereas with Sony, they're like, we need this new box office hit, dude, like right fucking now. And
Yeah.
there's like one writer there. He goes, I'm just one guy. Disney has like 650 fucking writers around the clock.
That's
Shut
what
the
I'm saying.
fuck up. We need a new fucking box office hit, dude. And it was like, okay. Well, he's going to do this. And then he's going to act all stupid. And then he goes, okay, sounds good. Throw it on fucking film. And everyone's like, the fuck was that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know what you need? You need Venom to be like directed by like Stephen King or something. Like imagine like a Stephen King Venom. That'd be
Yeah.
sick.
That would be
Like
interesting.
that kind of like extreme.
I could watch that.
Extreme.
Yeah,
kind of
like
version of it.
really fucking
I think-
dark. Yeah.
yeah, like really dark. That kind of thing needs to happen.
Yeah.
I think
Like, again,
because they made it R. They made it. Venom is R, isn't it? R-rated, I think.
yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, but it's like
I don't
It's
think
like-
Yeah,
so.
because he's fucking eating people left
Yeah.
and fucking right in the beginning.
It's like a
it's
turd
it's
floating
like
in the
that
wind.
just at the start, and it's not. They don't develop it. It needs to just develop.
Yeah.
like
like,
make it
there's-
like a full adult only.
Does he
version.
actually like? I don't remember it showing anything though. Doesn't it, like cut black every time he's about to eat someone?
No, there's a specific point when he grabs somebody, he just like bites their head off, and the guy's like, "What the fuck are you doing? We don't eat people." He's like, "Okay," and then
Okay.
and the movie went on, and I was like, "Okay, gratuitous violence
Oh, yeah,
much?"
maybe-
like
maybe
there,
that's
there
what
was
it
there was
was, yeah.
nothing to. And again, like when you're writing something, if you don't have that much money, take your time with it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Evil Dead took 2 years just to film because they had all that stuff
wow.
done, but they kept running out of money. And again, there's a reason why It Chapter 2 hasn't come out yet.
Because it takes time.
Because the first movie was bomb ass. That was some cool fucking shit.
And
That
you
was
live up
directed
to
by
it.
one guy, lived up to its hype, and they brought it to a meta persona.
Yeah.
It
Cult
Chapter
classic.
2 didn't come out next fucking year because, well, I would like to wait for some quality. If I have to wait 5 years for the next It Chapter, I'm all for it because I can watch the first one again. I got that shit on Blu-ray. I'll watch it again before I watch the next one because I
Yeah.
know that the guy that's handling It Chapter 2, it's his passion project. And that dude came out of fucking nowhere when he's like, "Hey, we released It," and I was like, I really didn't like the first one. Too slow, and yeah, the famous actor was in it who played the clown. That's great, but I watched it. I was like, wow. There was a few points at times where I was like a little fucking freaked out.
You
Yeah.
know the new one, right? The remake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You didn't like
Um,
that?
Yeah, chapter 2 is coming out.
Yeah. No,
You didn't like that though.
no, I didn't like the 1980s one. The one.
Oh
with,
yeah, those one. Well, obviously, they didn't have the things that we like now. You know, they don't have special effects. Like
It
anytime
shows its
anyone died
age.
in that, it would just cut to like what's that one scene in the shower where just like the girl about to die or whatever, and all of a sudden it just cuts to a scene. There's just blood pouring down the drain in the shower. You can't
again,
show physical stabbing of the human body or something like that back then because they didn't have like.
Are you kidding me? Have you seen Evil Dead that was made in 1978?
I'm saying for whoever was directing it, or whatever, they didn't want to go through whatever. Like
they probably didn't have as
special
much
effects.
money. Yeah, they probably didn't have that money.
They just didn't want to go through all.
Back
that,
then, you were making props and shit. Like there was no CGI. I mean, there was, but it wasn't finely tuned like it is now.
Like, dude, you ever seen The Howling?
No.
Oh yeah.
That movie's fucked, dude. Like there was this one scene where the werewolf, this bitch threw acid on him.
Oh.
Yeah, the wolf had like its skin was melting and shit. And like, oh my god, the formation of it becoming human to werewolf, like it was, dude, it's gruesome looking for like an 80s film. It's crazy.
Good old special effects, man.
Some of the scary films though are more horrific because of the initial just having that like kind of
the shock value of that shit was just so good.
Thriller kind of aspect of like
that's what still gets me to this day is in the Evil Dead when that one girl gets a fucking pencil lodged into her fucking Achilles tendon and the dude's doing this with it. Like in 1978,
fucking hell, dude.
For people to see it, like it was so like it still gets. I'm always like, God, because dude's the fucking deadite is there and she's just doing this with it, and I'm just like, stop that.
It's like the original Halloween film. That one there.
Yes, it's another good one.
Yeah, it's a movie that is.
I had like proper nightmares about that one.
Honestly, all the Halloween films, even the newest remake, was fucking brilliant. It was so good. They had
I liked it for what it was.
They had. Oh my god, it was so good.
And like Texas Chainsaw Massacre as well. That's another.
Those were really good too.
Those
were fucked. That's about
the original one.
Yeah, like that's like as worse as it can go. Is like that I physically remember watching or mentally remember watching.
Yeah. And all the other horror ones as well. It's like all the sound production.
Obviously, Saw films. I guess we can throw in the Saw films.
Yeah.
Those first one was great. The other ones were just gore.
Like, they're not made to be scary. They're literally just
like the Saw films.
Yeah, gore factor.
Like the Saw films. Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like the first Saw movie was pretty brilliant. I liked everything about it.
Yes.
And then it was a horror film. You had this guy who was a doctor, and you know what I mean. It literally had this mental grind on you that at the end when he's sitting there and he's like, I just gotta cut my fucking foot off just to get out of here. You're like, oh my god, this guy's like losing his fucking mind. You know, like you get in that mindset, and like that's horror. Like then the other ones were like, oh, gore fetish, and I'm just like,
You know, a movie that I really
had a good thing going, man. It was good.
There's a movie that I'm really like. People are ashamed to say, but I'm not. I thought Blair Witch was scary when I first saw it.
Blair Witch Project, yeah, 100%.
Granted, I was like 14 when I saw that, but
Blair Witch
Project.
Yeah.
Oh, Blair Witch. You guys were talking about that the other day, I think.
Yeah, it's all
filmed by like my other friends that were telling me there's a game that's coming out for that.
Yes, yes, there is.
Really?
There is a game.
It's gonna be dumb. I guarantee. It's a walking simulator.
Well, again,
like Slenderman.
It's a walking simulator with some jump scares in it.
I was gonna say, like, for one, you can't look at the witch. So, what game premise would that be?
It's like Slenderman. Like, it's exactly.
Is that really what it's gonna be? Is a Slenderman game?
Maybe. I'm not like. I mean, if.
But you can at least see Slenderman coming in the Blair Witch lore. If you look at the witch, you know, like you're fucking dead.
Yeah.
I've never seen that. I don't even know what that is.
I played a game recently called Visage. I don't know if you guys have heard of that.
Visage, yeah.
I played that recently on stream, and it was like mental. Like it's kind of like a walkthrough simulator one, but it's like you're in like a house, and it's like set in like modern time. And there's this girl that died kind of in the house. You're just trying to like get around the house and survive. And it has scene changes, which are so random, which kind of adds to the spook of it. Because like you walk through a door, and then suddenly you're in like this massive forest.
Yep.
And then you'll go through another door and you're back in the house. It's like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, it reminds me. It's like
psychological. Okay.
Yeah, it's like Layers of Fear. I just played Layers of Fear 2 recently. Like I can watch. There's not a single movie in the world that would ever scare me. It's not possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I
don't-
played
yeah.
games like that though. I will fucking turn that shit off so quick.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
what it is about controlling the character or something. Maybe just being so damn close to a screen while
Yeah.
you're playing it.
I think
compared
it's
to,
the
like, movies.
headphones. I think it's the
Maybe it's
headphones.
headphones too, but
it's,
there's something about it that's like I started playing Layers of Fear, and it's just like what you were just saying. Like you'll open up a door,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden you're somewhere, and all of a sudden you'll like have to turn around, go back through that door, and all of a sudden it's not where you came from though. It's a completely
Yeah.
different thing. Like like the jump scares, and there's literally there's an achievement that says stare at paintings for over an hour long.
What?
Because literally, in
Yep.
that game, as you look at paintings, like the paintings move and like will jump out and scare you. some
Oh,
paintings and
hell
shit like
no.
that. Like, dude, there's just so many things in that game are just so fucking freaky. Like you'll be looking at paintings and also like the fruits on the paint, like a painting of fruits and like shit on a table. The fruits will
Yeah.
just start falling out of the painting, and all of a sudden it starts
Oh,
leaking out blood out of it and shit. And it's just like I'm done playing this. Like you know what? I don't need this.
Yeah, I did the when I was playing this, I did a typical like the streamer thing where you turn like sounds up, and I had someone subscribe on like a jump scare. And,
Oh, no.
That was like I literally shit myself. And there's a clip of me somewhere, and I just like literally was like, "What the fuck is going on?" like literally jumped to like you saw like my soul like jump out of me kind of thing. Because I played it, I played like so what you can see with my camera now, like everything was dark. I put like everything like no lights on at all. So like, my camera's kind of shit, but like you could just see like literally like Mitch just freaked the hell out. And it was so loud. And I got in custom sound alerts just for that one stream.
Oh my
just to
God.
like freak me
Have
out.
you guys played Outlast?
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yes, I have. First one.
I played the first one in like the Whistleblower DLC, but the second game, I downloaded it, started playing it, and I got like an hour or two into it, and I haven't played it ever since.
Yeah.
Did you get
Just
bored of
never
it?
finished it. Not even bored. It's fucking freaky. It's like it's really freaky.
Oh, okay.
And
It's a
like,
good
I don't know
reason.
what it is about video.
I got
games.
pretty bored with it.
Yeah, like I don't know what it is about these video games because like even the first one I beat, and that's pretty scary, I guess, and all that. But like the second one, there was something about that, or maybe it's just me personally changing. Like I just don't want to play them anymore, scary games. But like
Yeah.
I tried that out, and I was just like, I can't play this. Like it's just dark as fuck, dude. Batteries kept running out, and so you would have no fucking like the night vision thing, and like I was literally on this one level where it was just bad guys whatever all around. You have to like sneak around all of them, like out in this like cornfield and shit.
Yeah.
And it's just like the entire time, people are following you and shit. Like you can hear them coming
Oh
after you. I
my
was like, the
God.
fuck this game. This is not for me. And like this is scary.
I was
Not
thinking,
doing it.
one thing you were saying earlier about like why you may find games scarier is because we're all gamers. We all want to complete something. We're all like competitive for that kind of aspect. So when you want to complete it, it kind of gets you more like zoned in. And then
Yeah, maybe that's
why
what it
if
is
something
too,
happens, you get more jumped out of it because you're so zoned in. Whereas if you're watching a film, you're maybe just like texting or something, or you're on your phone at the same time. Whereas if you're playing a game, you're literally just concentrating on that. You don't have everything else around.
Yeah, I
you,
think
so-
it's mostly for me too, just the controlling aspect. Like you're controlling
Yeah.
the character. Like if something pops out and I jump, my guy's screen jumps
Yeah.
and moves around. I just moved the mouse
What-
around so much and shit.
Yeah.
Like it's just everything
I-
about it. It's just so
Yeah,
interactive. Like, dude,
Yeah.
I know none of you probably like. I don't know if you have a VR. I know these two don't.
I do.
but-
I do. Yeah.
I was gonna say, have you played any scary games on VR?
No, I was actually about to say that I'm
not even
waiting
gonna
to, like-
try it.
So I have a PS4
I have literally
VR.
given
I
myself.
would,
I think
and,
I've had a mini heart attack before. I've literally given myself
Yeah.
a mini heart attack before playing this
Yeah.
fucking. I don't know what the game is called anymore. It was so long ago. It was one of those free to play things. You
I
can
really,
just download, but
I really want to try and stream it. I want to try and see if I can stream a VR
it's
game,
fucking terrible, dude.
like horror, because that would be crazy. Like if I can
It's
do
so
like,
scary.
if I can do it outside as well. I don't know how. I've had like this mental idea. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but like imagine like just like, outside streaming outside at night, trying to stream a VR game. Like I'm outside, so the camera's on me, being outside, me streaming a VR
You
game.
can technically do it now with that whole
Be
thing.
crazy.
I don't know what you have. Like I couldn't do that because I have a Vive, and that'd be way too much shit to set up and do all that. But like, what's that new thing? The Oculus Quest or Oculus Go or whatever? There's some new Vive or new like VR headset that just came out where you don't need a
It's
PC.
the Valve.
Everything's
I think.
is that what it is? The Valve. It's
not-
all wireless. It's just the fucking thing itself is a PC basically.
Not the
It's-
Valve, but
Yeah.
Valve came out with the new one. I'm not sure if that's what it is, but Valve came out with the new.
Index kit.
Yeah.
No, yeah, the Valve, and that's literally just the new Vive.
Oh, is it?
That's
Okay.
literally the Vive 2. That's the new VR that just came
How
out.
heavy is that damn thing then? If it's just like all in one.
I don't know. I just like I don't even know if it's fully out yet for consumers to buy. But I know there is a VR coming out, but you don't need a computer for it.
You see, I grew up in a realm of horror that, like, for instance, there wasn't being a lot of, but I played a lot of Half-Life horror mods. I don't know if you guys
Yeah.
have heard of Afraid of Monsters, Cry of Fear.
Right, Fear, yeah.
Cry of
Yeah.
Fear.
Sorry
I've
about my
heard of that,
mic.
but I haven't played it or anything.
Cry of Fear is like for a standalone project that it's just a fucking mod. of Half-Life 1.
Really?
The mods for Half-Life were insane though, because everyone. Was,
I
like,
have never
a
been
passion
more scared
project
in my
made.
life to play that game. Like, you start off as just some dude in Sweden, and you can tell it's a
PewDiePie.
little bit. Yeah, well, again, you can tell it's a little bit dated because this guy has this like one of those like N-Gage phones,
Oh my
The old-
goodness.
and he's walking around with it. And after a while, like you get used to like the shit jumping out at you, but then you meet this one like creature that, if you don't kill her quick enough, this fucking it won't be a QTE, but you'll have to press like space to not kill yourself.
Okay.
And you'll literally like your dude will just be like, "Oh fuck!" and like out of nowhere, like there's like shit like that is usually what kind of gets under my skin. Is like playing a
Yeah.
game like that. You get into that Silent Hill esque.
Yeah.
Silent Hills were good games too. Those
Yes,
had
they
a
were.
horror
Yes, they
aspect
were.
to it for sure. With all the mist and stuff, not being able to see where you're going or what's
And-
about to pop out,
And Cry of Fear had that. It had that fucking that ambiance that comes with horror games, and it'll fucking freak you out because the dude like made his own fucking models for that game. He did a lot, and that game still to this day fucking freaks
yeah.
me out.
You mentioned Silent Hill. Visage has Silent Hill Easter eggs all throughout it.
Ooh, okay.
Yep.
I
Yes, it
remember
does.
I just remember when you mentioned it, I just googled it just to confirm. But yeah, there's like Easter eggs all throughout it at Silent Hill. because I think
Versailles
it's
is like a
made by the
$20
same-
game, right? Or
same-
$25, something like that cost.
Yeah, it was like 16 quid pounds. I don't know what that is, and that's about the.
Oh, is that
$20.
really that cheap?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure pounds is more than USD. So if it's 16,
I
it
would-
would be like $10.
No. Pounds.
You sure?
Pounds still stronger. Yeah. You're getting close, but it's not. Pound isn't weaker yet. But yeah, it's a really good game. Would recommend for sure. You just need to be like able to engage with it because it's quite complicated. Like it's not that like you have to remember a lot of stuff for it. If that makes sense. Like you really have to be switched on playing it. That voice track though.
Oh boy.
Yeah. You have to just keep going on it. I think Jake. I think me and you need like voice track counters on
Oh
podcasts.
my
For,
god.
like visual streams. And like just have like whoever gets like the most of them has to do a forfeit or something.
Do they have any games like like that one game that got canceled, Silent Hill PT or whatever it was?
Yep.
Yes, yeah, I do remember
That
that.
was like for PlayStation 4 exclusive or something like.
It was.
I
it was
played
just
the
a
demo for that. I played the demo
That's
for
That's
all
what
that.
I'm saying. It
was
was
just a
supposed
demo.
to be like a PlayStation exclusive. It's just the thing that came out was the demo. Then they canceled it or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, why can't they make a game? Like, I don't know if they have, but why is there no games like that are mainstream that are like co-op or something? Can you imagine having a scary
co-op,
game?
yeah.
Like being with a
Which
friend
game?
doing these. Like that'd be a dope game, dude.
They
would.
do. There's one where they actually have like a 4-player co-op one. There's one where you enter a house and like this girl will like turn you into like a fucking doll. But there's a lot more to it than that. Like it starts off freaky. Like if you're playing by yourself, you'll just be walking through this mansion and then this like chick will just start walking at you like this.
Oh hell no!
Pacify.
Twitch
Pacify.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I bought it. I bought it like 2 weeks ago. I haven't played it yet, but I really do want to play it.
It is
really
co-op,
cheap.
you're
If you guys want to get it, it's £4. It's like $5.
Yeah,
It's
Really?
co-op.
Really?
yeah.
If a motherfucker starts walking at me like they have Parkinson's, they're about to catch a fix. It's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
What movie is it that bitch steps out of the fucking box and she does like she gets out of a box and then she's like tilted over like this, like walking on her hands and legs.
The Grudge?
no, you're thinking of this dude was watching 8mm films and shit, and there was
Was it Shudder
Ring?
or
Shutter. It was
Not the Ring.
Sinister? Was it Sinister?
Sinister. Yes, that's what it was.
Ah.
It was Sinister.
Is it in that?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was one of the creepiest scenes I've ever seen. The people that walk, like, dude, that's so fucking weird, dude. The bitch was literally on her legs, but tilted back,
Yeah.
Yep.
and then on her arms. All you see is her head,
Yeah.
like, upside down, looking at you, and then walking like this. Like, it's fucking
That's
crazy.
just a hell no, dude.
Yeah, I was like, fuck that, dude. If that actually was happening, like IRL, dude, like real life, someone do that, dude, I wouldn't be able to move. I'd
There's
be
a-
frozen
there's
in
a-
place.
there's
so,
a
like, you're
video-
killing me because I
Not
can't do
me.
anything.
I'd be stomping that motherfucker.
Nah, dude, I'd be dead. I'd
If
be a
you're
dead
not at
motherfucker.
fucking eye level with me, it's like those fucking Chucky dolls. I don't know why everyone was so fucking afraid of. I'm gonna kill you, bitches.
Yeah, that shit didn't make sense to me. The
Fucking
Chucky
stomp
movies are-
on the motherfucker. Like, why
Well,
the
I guess
fuck are you
Chucky
afraid of it?
Yeah,
They're
bootleg
kind of
was-
made to be funny though, you know.
Yeah.
Chucky movies weren't
Yeah.
made to be like to make sense.
Yeah, that happens to me. If that happened to me at a Walmart, I'd go in the top stock and fucking elbow drop that motherfucker.
Take its batteries out. That's how you gotta do. No.
Dude,
You know
give him
what I
a
mean?
leg drop.
Like, motherfucker, you weigh 30 ounces.
Yeah, like this thin, dude.
Just rip your ass into pieces, throw you all over the place.
Well, there was like technically like magical things about that. You know, like, he was like technically like magical aspects of it. So like technically he could be like as strong and weigh as much as like
Yeah, that's
whoever.
true.
Because wasn't it like an adult that took over it or something like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was
So
a
it
man
could've-
that died, and he had this,
Yeah. So technically it could
his
have
gem in his hand, and
could
he
have been like a
recited
magical thing. Like it weighed just as much as him.
recited some demonic
man,
hymn,
but
and yeah, it just
It still
sucked
didn't
his
make
soul.
sense.
But that was just it. Was the magic was that his soul was sucked into that Chucky doll.
Yeah, like that's what. Yeah, it still doesn't make sense really. But
So
yeah.
again, for me, you know, even when I was a kid, my parents, you shouldn't watch it. So I was like, Mom, why aren't these people stepping on him?
Yeah.
Asking the
It's
logical
like-
questions.
Take a sledge,
But that-
set it on his back, and walk away.
Yeah. That's such a horror film thing, though, isn't it? Like, why? Oh, there's a murderer coming. I'm just gonna not run out the house. I'm gonna go lock myself in the bathroom and let them know which bathroom I'm in because I'll turn the lights off just as they get there. Or like,
Yeah,
or like, oh, I'm just gonna casually just not make sure I don't trip over.
Or
running
hide
away.
in one of those
No.
fucking closets that have the slits in it, so you can literally just
Yeah.
see their eyeballs
Yeah,
peeking
exactly,
at
yeah.
you, staring
yeah,
at you.
like
Like every horror movie has that.
Yeah,
Like-
or I'm
like-
gonna, yeah, turn my phone off, like, so I don't get called or something. Like,
right, like I take way too much of a logical step. Like for
Yeah.
instance, there was a Saw movie where this guy had to like fill this cup with blood, and the only way he could do it was to stick his hand through this thing. And this guy's like, oh god, and he's winning. And I was like, dude, whip your dick out and piss in a cup.
yeah,
That's
Yeah.
all that you had to do.
yeah.
Yeah,
And this guy, and he's sitting there because this thing it's cutting right through him, right through this
Yeah.
part.
Are you talking about Saw?
Yeah,
You're talking about Saw.
yeah, and
Saw,
well,
yeah, they have to fill up that tub of blood.
but
And
this,
the door unlock. to
yeah,
get to the
and
next room.
right, and there were 6 people there, and 2 of them were women. You got 4 dudes with a sausage. You just fucking angle that shit up, man.
Yeah.
Fucking, oh, it's full, yeah. You know,
Does it
like,
have to be blood, or can it just be any kind of liquid?
it's
Technically, if you
it's-
think about it logically,
it's on a weighted
depending on the
mechanism.
liquid.
So once
So,
it reaches a certain level, it goes bink, and then the door unlocks. And I'm sitting there, was like, just piss, spit
Could they not just put like clothes in there then, or something? Like an
again.
object?
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah,
let-
yeah,
there could have been a
like,
lot of different
yeah.
things, but for the movie, that's what it was. And like the whole joke behind it, by the end of it, when like not to spoil it, like spoilers, I guess. I think it's
for
Saw
a fucking
4.
10-year-old movie. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's Saw 4 or something. So spoilers, I guess. But by the end of it, because each fucking room had like a different thing that they had to do to get out of there. Every
Yeah.
single fucking one could have been done very easily and very simply if they all did it together.
Yeah.
But because they were all freaking out and like someone's like, we have to give them a fucking like a pint of blood.
Yeah.
And because they never listened up until that point, there's only like 2 or 3 of them alive now. Instead of having like all 6 of them. So instead of all of them just cutting themselves real quick and dripping some blood in there, they
Yep.
literally had to like do what he said, like slam his entire arm and just
Ugh.
fucking keep going until there's massive amounts of blood. So he literally, the guy ends up killing himself. He
Yeah.
bleeds out and dies. And like literally,
Yep.
they end up all failing basically because they just didn't work together. Like that one part,
Yeah.
there was a part where they're all in a room with like 4 tunnels, and there was keys like hidden around the room that they find the keys and all that before the C4 blows off. And the only way that
Mhm.
they're gonna live, they're all at the very back of the tunnel with the doors closed and shit.
Yeah.
And instead of all of them just climbing into the same tunnel and getting towards the back, they're all trying to find separate keys for all these separate tunnels.
Yeah.
So they all end up just getting blown up, except for like a couple of them, obviously, because some of them did make it in finally. But like they all could have hit it in the same tunnel. Like there's just
Yeah.
so many things that like, because that's the whole thing, I guess. What the whole like purpose behind it is like Saw's trying to he's trying to make a point and trying to
Yep.
like, show you your flaws.
Jigsaw.
Yeah, he's like
Yeah.
trying to show
In a
you
very
your
sick
flaws
way.
and stuff. But
Right.
it's like, yeah, it's I don't know that was really stupid. The logic behind that, because you would think that's the first thing I would do. Someone unlocks a fucking door, dude. Why would you go looking for another key? I mean, I'm getting in there with you. Move the
Yeah.
fuck over. Like
Yeah.
as soon as like, I get a chance
Yeah.
to live, you're gonna go for that. That would be that would just be your mental state. Like that's just how the mind works.
Yeah.
You want to live, and that should just kick in instantly. Like, oh, he said get into a tunnel, he won't die. And there's a tunnel unlocked. I'm gonna hop in that. I don't get why they all needed separate ones.
Yeah, and still, like, like it's shit like that. Again, this all started with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True. Yeah.
Stop shooting Uncle Ben.
Yeah.
You don't have to shoot Uncle Ben anymore. For the love of God, hashtag save Uncle Ben. For the love of God, hashtag stop shooting Uncle Ben.
Yeah, hashtag stop abusing Ben.
You know what I mean? Like
He's already dead.
Like you don't have to go to such dramatic lengths to make your point, because it doesn't. There's so many unique ways to do it. In the Saw films, I like the first one. All the other ones after that were fucking garbage to me.
Like,
you know what I mean? Like the last one was like
what you're talking about, like the story of it and the plot. Absolute garbage, yeah. But
I feel like they just kept it going just for the money.
Just for a gore factor, though, and something to just watch, just get that, like, wow, that's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
They're pretty damn good movies, dude. Like, I like them a lot. Like, I get what you're saying. Like, yeah, it's terrible story, but
there was the gore factor and the engineering execution.
Yeah,
like, so I was like, oh, that's a cool way to kill somebody.
Like that fucking one.
I'm gonna go eat a sandwich now and just live my life. Did you watch the Saw movie? No, but I liked how that one guy died.
Yeah.
There was a dude on a table.
It's not a good movie.
And he's like in an X, like, like his arms are up like this, his legs are spread, and he's like tied to a table, and there's that saw going back and forth, getting lower and lower.
Yeah.
That was the most insane scene, because it like showed it as this like little slice of a stomach, and then a little bit more, and then more, and then all of a sudden intestines are coming out, blood is like, dude, I was like, what the fuck? It's like showing it like a zoom up of this guy's stomach just being sliced repeatedly, getting deeper and deeper. I was like, oh my God.
It didn't zoom in like that. It was like, zoom in, flash, zoom in, zoom in, flash, zoom in, Like, I'm like, can we not, I'm having a fucking seizure here.
And
you had the scene down just fine. You didn't need to fucking, like, do this with the camera. Oh, are you scared?
Yeah, like the thriller, like chiller kind of like aspect of it too. Yeah, was just crazy too, because like those scenes were like,
if the camera work was more subtle, I probably would have enjoyed it more.
It might have been the same one. It might have still been like 4 or 5, but there was one where those guys, like the two dudes, are fighting over some fucking bitch. Yeah. In the middle of like the fucking like square, like Times Square or whatever. Like they're in like a glass tube. And
that's right.
In between them, and they literally had to fight each other to try whoever killed each other first wins.
Yeah, they just ended up like killing the bitch.
Yeah, or it's like, it's either each other or the girl, and they both like cut each other a little bit. And then finally, like, because they were trying to push each other so hard to kill each other, they ended up just killing the girl above them that they were fighting over with in the first place. As in every single person, like in Times Square, wherever the fuck this area was. Yeah. All these people were just sitting there watching this go on. Like,
that's
this
crazy.
Display.
Again, a great scene. You ruined it with, sorry, Sarah. Cuts the other guy. We're breaking up with you. Smash. And I'm just like, you had a great scene.
There's one scene that
they couldn't have gotten it any more perfect.
There's actually one scene they did get perfect. They couldn't fuck up anymore. Like, this wasn't possible to fuck this up. It was so good. And that's the garage scene. And like Saw 5 or whatever.
The garage. Oh yeah,
they're in a garage, like a mechanical shop, and they had one guy with like acid on his back, so he was tied or like stuck with acid, like molded his skin to the fucking car seat.
Oh my God.
They had one guy underneath the car with his like, here's the tire of the car and here's his face.
Yep.
And it's just spinning. It's just the way the wheels is spinning, and he's just sitting there like this close to it. And then there was somebody like tied up to the front of the car. So like literally it's all spinning, the car's turned on, everything's going on. Like there's a bunch of different things. I can't remember exactly what, there's a bunch of different things that they had to do to get out of this. Mm-hmm. But the guy inside the car, he's literally lifting off the seat like this, as like his back is like tearing and being stuck.
That guy was
the fucking thing.
That guy was the lead singer of Linkin Park.
Oh,
did you know
Chester
that?
Bennington?
Was that?
Yeah,
really?
That was Chester. Yeah. No shit, I had no idea.
I didn't know that either. I'll have to rewatch that movie.
Look it up. I'm being dead serious. Like, it was him.
Yeah, like, that was then. Finally, the most fucked up part was when the car drops. And that's when it lands on the guy's head that's underneath the wheel.
My God.
And the wheel's suspended, so you just see fucking skin and bone and shit flying out. Like you ever seen like a car peel out in grass?
Yeah. That's a really good visualization of that.
It's face and skin instead of grass and green shit flying around and dirt.
Oh,
and then like the guy in the front of the car because the car drops, starts going, and he's like in the front, and it drives into like a bunch of like spikes or barbed wire or something like that, or it explodes or something like it's so crazy. Every single thing, it's so insane watching like all 3 or 4 people just die in these crazy ass ways. The scene is nuts. It was probably one of the most goriest, craziest scenes in Saw that I can remember personally, but it was so good. They did not fuck that up whatsoever. Like that's the one thing I really liked about Saw was that scene right there. That fucked me up for a while. Like I remember going to sleep that night after coming home from the theaters. I went to the movie theaters with my dad when I was mad young watching that, and I remember coming home and I was like, "It's gonna be hard to sleep tonight." Like,
yeah, I never really got into the whole Saw series personally. I always found it just like pure violence, but no reasoning for it. If that makes sense.
Exactly. Yeah, just don't.
There is no reasoning behind it. It's just for
I need like a plot to stay engaged in it or something. I just see it as like violence videos. Just doesn't interest me. So.
Yeah,
that's definitely all it is.
Living with a poor family and like rental weekend comes along, everybody votes for that, and I'm like, ugh.
Rental week.
Yeah, like that new Saw. Actually, yeah. Now that I think about that,
it's like Saw, hey, we got enough money to
just wasn't good
to get some movies rented out, and I was like, oh, cool. And they're like, we got Saw, and I was like, again.
Jigsaw is what it's called. That was fucking bad. Did you watch Jigsaw?
They're just gonna die. It's all they're doing. What? I'm sorry.
Did you watch Jigsaw?
Yeah. I saw them all.
There was nothing good about that. There was nothing good about that one.
Yeah.
Not even the gore aspect. The entire.
I know.
I remember sitting there at the theater.
Again,
and I want to get up and leave.
I've had to date women, so yes, I had to watch these movies. Oh, a new Saw came out. I'm like, oh god.
It was their idea. You just decided to tag along.
It's either that or we can go watch Shrek 3, and I'm like, oh dear God.
I'd rather watch Shrek 3.
Yeah, I'd rather watch Shrek 3. That's what I was saying.
Kidding me?
Shrek 3 is a really bad example. Like, there's so many more
I was like,
you could have said.
well, and then I did watch Shrek 3. I was like, oh God, now it's Rapunzel, and they're doing come on.
How many Saw movies have they made now?
10.
10?
I was gonna say
Jigsaw's the 10th one, isn't it?
I don't know. I stopped after
8th or 9th?
3D.
There's at least 8. I know that.
I actually like found like
I
a
can look it
decent
up real quick.
girlfriend when Saw 3D came out, and she was like, "I fucking hate this series." I was like, 8.
There's 8.
Come here.
Yeah.
Is there 8?
Yeah.
Marry me. She's like, what? I was like, just marry me. Come on. You're good. You're a keeper.
I mean, the fact they released the first 6 movies within 1 year of each other just kind of says this the quality.
Oh yeah, they come out every fucking year.
So
and
then,
except for Jigsaw, it comes out 7 years later, and it's just absolute trash.
Yeah. It was the same thing when they tried to reboot Hellraiser. You can't reboot Hellraiser.
I never watched any of those.
No, neither did I.
The first one you need to watch. The first one is fucking crazy because you have to, for one, put your mind in an era of 1986 or 89, around that time. And for a movie about these fucking demons coming out of this box that want nothing to do with you but to rip your skin off with fish hooks.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
It is fucking horrific.
Yeah, that's another movie I've never seen, but I heard are fucking disgusting. Is Hostel, maybe it's called or whatever. Or like the hotel one. You know what I'm talking about? They steal tourists or whatever and kidnap them.
Yeah, that was Hostel. I saw that. I saw that shit in the movie theaters. Yeah, I saw that shit in the movie theaters. I saw 45% of the entire audience
just leave,
walk out.
Yeah,
really?
Because, dude, like
I had a couple.
I'm talking
kind of sinister.
I'm talking. Well, let's say 5% of them were old people. They got out after somebody. There was a doctor who was like talking with somebody, and he goes, all right, and they show like this guy. It was like, I used to be a surgeon, but shaky hands. I'm not too good with that. And you're like, okay, this is fucking creeping me out. And he goes, well, I'm just gonna show you what I can do. And the guy takes a scalpel and takes the back of this girl's foot and just cuts her Achilles tendon.
Oh my god!
Just like slices it, shows it fully the blood. She tries to get up. You see the foot on there, and then it goes. And she's like, God, and she falls. Like,
Jesus
all the old
Christ.
people left after that, and the more it went on, I mean, it got worse, and I sat there. I was like, "Wow, I've never been more disgusted in my life. This is awesome." You know
Honestly,
what I mean?
dude, I have the most disgusting, like, I don't know if this is the right word, prolific, but everything about this fucking it's the worst movie ever created. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's called a Siberian film.
Siberian film
or Serbian film, Serbian, whatever. I think it's Serbian actually. Serbian film.
Serbian.
It is the most fucked up movie. The entire movie isn't even in English. I'll let you know that first of all. And dude, there's literally a scene. This guy delivers a fucking
film.
This might not even be like YouTube appropriate. No, it's definitely because I've seen trailers on this and people make it on YouTube. But like, all right, so I don't like explain it. It's fucked up. It's gross. I
The
don't like
box office is only $1,550.
It's a terrible fucking movie. The entire thing is gore. Dude, this is the movie. Gore, pedophilia, necrophilia, torture. Dude, this fucking. Let me explain just like a couple of the scenes. One of the worst. Let me just go over the worst. Actually, there's a couple worse scenes.
I'm reading this paragraph right now, and it's just fucking horrible. Okay, good.
Yeah,
I'm reading this paragraph right now.
All right, so people that aren't going to be able to read it, let me explain it for people listening.
Have you seen the featured song in it? You seen the featured song?
What is it?
It says Balkan's Sex God is the featured song.
Yeah, let me just explain it for the people listening real quick. So there's one scene, this doctor, right, is delivering a baby from this mother.
Like you
delivers
can see
it,
everything?
right? You see everything. Her vagina pushing it out, everything. Oof. After he delivers this baby, he fucks it.
Are you fucking kidding me?
He takes the baby and starts fucking it as the mother's sitting there laughing and watching.
Why is that even a film?
Dude, what? And then there's another scene, right? They had like, all right, so the whole main aspect of this is this guy is an adult filmmaker. The main character is an adult filmmaker. He makes porn. But he's fucking poor now because all of his porn sucks. Apparently, he's doing really shit. He's not making any money, and so there's these weird ass people that are like, "We're gonna make you do some weird ass shit, but we're gonna pay you a fuck ton of money." So he talks to his wife and kids about it, or not his kid, but his wife, and his wife says okay with it, or she gives him the okay, and later in the film, like other than that part where he's fucking an infant, because the dude's fucking an infant, that's disgusting and just messed up in every level. But there's another scene. What's that say?
In September 2011, without any official explanation, Netflix removed the film from their list of titles available for viewing and from their in-site search results.
Yeah, well, that's why. Because this has been banned in so many countries. It's not. This is what I'm saying, dude. This is the worst movie ever. Like, I'm not joking. This is the most fucked up movie you guys will ever see if you watch it.
I don't even want to fucking say it, dude.
Like, other than that scene, there's even another scene that might be almost as bad. You're
just talking about it, and I see that it's like without any official explanation, we've decided to get rid of the film.
I can give you plenty of explanations.
Why, dude?
I can give you plenty of explanations. And here's another one. Other than him fucking a baby and just being straight pedophilia, and it's showing everything, so it shows pedophilia in this movie. So it should be illegal to begin with to even watch this.
Yeah.
It is illegal in multiple countries, but leave it to America. It's fine here. Don't worry. But there's another scene at the very end. So I mentioned he has a wife and a son.
Yeah.
At the very end of the movie, there's two people laying in a bed that he has to fuck with their They have blankets over like the top part of their body.
You okay?
It was his wife and his kid.
So
he fucked his wife and his kid. And then after he just did that, he realized what he just did. Once he takes off the fucking thing and realized they're all drugged out and like basically dead, like his son and his wife are like dead, and he's fucking their corpses.
Yeah.
He flips the fuck out, goes batshit crazy, kills all the directors that were like telling him to do all this shit. Literally stabs a guy's eyeball out, and then takes his dick and fucks the guy's eye socket.
He skull fucks him.
Yeah, he literally kills him by shoving his dick so far in his eye that pokes his brain basically and kills. Like, dude, this movie is fucking insane. It's absolutely batshit crazy.
Yeah,
so much for.
I want to know.
Did you see what you just read? What you just read and tell me you're not interested in watching that?
I'm not.
I know, like, and no,
that was fucked up. I thought that was. I was like, this is guy.
You could be like a little bit. You might have a little,
a little bit of curiosity, but like,
no. Dude, like I
I could
fucked up horror films, and like I saw this.
Like,
and I was like,
okay.
this is the most horror.
I'm all for seeing
I've ever heard.
picture or two.
This
a
honestly, though,
picture.
before I watched this, all I knew because what I
Not
had
30
seen-
frames a second.
For an hour and 35 minutes.
Yeah,
I
for-
could live my whole life not seeing this movie and not
Right.
miss out on anything.
You're
Like-
all better off doing that. I'm just
Yeah.
letting you know.
But
I
I
was
think
curious because like what I saw, like I didn't know this was in it though. I didn't know there was pedophilia. I didn't know this
Yeah,
guy was gonna.
you didn't
end
know
up
that going in,
fucking-
yeah,
I didn't know
exactly.
he was gonna fuck his wife and child, and it's gonna show this shit.
But you
Yeah.
made it
I know, the
to
worst
the
part
point
is-
of
Yeah,
skull
you made it to
fucking.
the end. You made it to the end.
once you know, once you start something like that, you
Well,
get
I'm here.
Yeah, exactly.
Might as well. I'm gonna
Let's
go make
keep
myself a
partying.
sandwich and
yeah, like
get
you know,
myself something to drink. What's going
one
on,
of those
Grandma?
films-
Oh,
it's
just
one of
watching it. Dude, just cut some guy's eyeball off and skull. What?
It's one of those movies.
I'm
where
making
you're
a
watching,
sandwich.
no
I'm
one's
gonna
home,
go
you have
watch
the
the
door
whole
locked.
thing. It's all good. You know.
Well, I
like-
think that this is the greatest time to end this podcast, which will be on this amazing topic, because we are running 1 minute and 1 hour and 14 minutes long.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So,
That's all.
yeah, it goes by fast, doesn't it? Thank you so much for
Jake's not trying to render this.
well, thank you so much for watching this really interesting podcast. We got into some really good topics at the end here. Really thought provoking and stuff you can
Don't you-
listen to with your kids.
Why don't you smoke some more weed there, Mike? Calm down a little bit, all right?
Yeah, you're right.
I kind of missed it when you did smoke pot. I was just fucking with you. So
What a
Jake.
fucking film, dude! I feel like I just watched that whole
I was
film.
definitely more quiet.
I really
you
do.
watched it till the end.
I feel like I just
watched
watched the whole thing just now, just when
Yeah.
you're
Honestly, just
describing
one
it
more
to me.
little thing I just gotta add. There's one.
No,
scene-
Oh,
no,
Lord
no,
have
no,
mercy.
no, 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 no,
One
no,
Jesus.
no,
one thing,
no,
dude. This
no,
is
no,
this
no,
is
no.
not even a
Leave
minute
it.
long thing.
Oh,
I gotta
all
say.
right.
He fucked this chick doggy
Uh-huh.
style. As he's fucking her, they hand him a machete and he chops her head off and kills her, and then keeps fucking her after she's dead.
Well, I hope
This
you guys enjoyed this podcast.
This is after he's made the sandwich and eaten and drank a soda.
Oh.
By the way, he's just.
I was starving at that film, at that part of the scene. Like that made me real hungry, honestly.
It's kind of fucked up.
Have a good
I
one,
hope
guys.
you, yeah.
Yeah.
Boy,
Take it
all
easy.
right. So before we go, I got to do the merch plug. Everything that you guys see down below is going to be in the merch store. Go to aporia.com/ScaRy merch, all that fun stuff. It's going to be in the description down below, including using Forever Scary all caps for 5% off. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a good one, and we'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.
Perfect.
Peace.
Peace.